and I have full passion of what you're doing. So having you in finance for non-finance is just the right fit for us.
Actually, Mahmoud, my purpose in life is to have a sustainable, enjoyable, successful life. This is my purpose, and I found the finance career has a wide, areas we can contribute to the business. Because once you work in finance, you have to connect the dots with all functions, dealing with different people. Number one, most of people see finance as the people who are cutting expense, right? The people who are cutting expense, especially marketing people. Finance always cut expense. We have to stop budget. We have to, stop expenses. No, the real finance people should talk about what is behind numbers. What is the business story behind numbers? What is the commercial drivers? What is the business drivers? Finance, the real finance, should be sitting very close to business. Building relationships with people, understanding business, helping business. This is the real role of finance. This function is very important for the company because this function, number one, they have to book all the company's transactions. Can you imagine that we don't have history of what has been achieved, what is our bank account, what's our cash balance, what's receivable balance. So this function has to book every single transaction in the organization. Treasury, they are the people who are managing our cash, our money in the company. If you want to find a cash to fund any new project, any new investment, any new merger and acquisition opportunity, go to this function. They are talented to get for you money from different sources, banks or other financial institutions or whatever the source. Yes, I totally agree with you, Mahmoud, because finance business partnering is not a job title. This is very, very important concept that everyone should be aware about it. Because finance business partner is a mindset. I can be a CFO, but not a true business partner. If you are a person who are keen to support the business, build the relationships, turning data into insights, keen to understand the business, have the curiosity to understand what is behind numbers, you are a business partner. But if you are just like a policeman inside the organization, just some people name the CFO no, just saying no to everything, and people sometimes afraid to go to their office. This is definitely not a business partner.
I love the concept that you said finance business partner is not a title, it is a mindset.
Yeah. All the finance functions under finance should collaborate together. And we are talking about, we have to collaborate with people outside of finance. For sure, we have to collaborate together. That's a very, very important point, Mahmoud, because finance terminology and finance language in general is a common language for business. If you are non-finance people, however you are commercial director, HR, supply chain, whatever, in any business meeting, people speak finance language, right? People talk about growth, talk about efficiencies, talk about return on investment, talk about CAGR. So in all business meetings, we are talking about finance, right? Or talk about finance, or use finance terminology. What is the difference between CAPEX and OPEX? We always hear CAPEX and OPEX. What is the difference? In a nutshell, the very, very summary of the key finance terminology, but definitely we have a long list of them, but this is just a snapshot.
That's a lovely list. You touched base on commercial, supply chain for the inventory, the DSO, the DBO, the DIO, the difference between these, and the impact whenever it is higher or lower.
For example, a higher sales. Definitely the higher sales, definitely it will give for me, if I have a good collection also, it will make for me high cash, right, for sure. And if I did not make a good collection, but I have a higher sales, it will give me a higher accounts receivable, right? Building relationships. This is number one. You cannot influence people behind computer screen. If I'm sitting behind computer screen sending thousands of emails, please increase price, please cut expenses, nothing will happen, right? Because you cannot influence people through sending email.